Yeah, but that's the thing with me. You should know this by now, right? I have got more bollocks than anybody on Xbox. And I will willingly tell them.
Wait, you want to touch your kid's bollocks? Hi, Vicky.
So, how old are you then?
I'm 7.
The main dude that was actually talking to me?
Legal.
Jake? Oh!
I have a feeling she didn't get that joke.
Obviously not.
I might be Roxy's mother, but I ain't that fucking slow. Yes.
So you are slow, but you're just not that slow.
No.
You just called your own daughter
female
slow.
with intelligence and a good attitude. Yeah? And I've got bollocks. I am not slow. But wait, look, none of you lot just like been watching the football.
No, football's boring.
No, it's
Not
not.
today,
You're
though.
supposed to be a man. Even if it was the tiniest of small print on the label, you still don't go out and buy a Black Ops 2 bag.
I've got a Gears of War bag.
That's still sad. It's console based. You don't need to go around and broadcast it for yourself. You know, advertise it yourself. You know what I mean?
Unless it genuinely was some really cool pattern.
No, no matter how cool, it is, does not mean to say you still have to buy that bag. No matter how cool.
No, I mean, if it had like Call of Duty written really, really tiny in the corner, but then it has some really cool pattern over it, then it'd be alright. Yeah, I got a Gears of War bag, because, my dad got the special edition and it come with it, like. But it was like a little side holder bag. But it was really cool, because it had a big lamp.
Are we still going on about bags with games on them and that shit?
How's life, Vicky?
Busy, hectic, mad, crazy, mental. Just working all the time.
Anal.
What?
Yeah, and that.
That bit's fun.
Roxy had 4 jobs, didn't she?
Yes, she did, yeah. Yeah. Mind your own business, talking about you, not to you. Go. Fuck off! Oh, now look, you've started the biatch off. Just asking me a question. Because it has a hurt in the, like, comment, it does not mean to say it was about you. Yeah, well, now I've changed my mind, now fuck off. Yes, she did, yeah, but, yeah, it's only down to 1 now. I mean, believe it or not, you know that spottedinrugeley.com or whatever it is on Facebook?
Nope, never heard of it.
But yeah, I've actually been put on there by one of my kiddie customers because at the end of the day, she is only a kid. She's only about 13, 14, and she put me on Spotted as a mardy bitch.
What's it about then?
It's about like things that you spot in Rugeley if you want to slag somebody off or a company or something like that. So what it was a Thursday, right? And on the Wednesday I came down with like flu symptoms and I weren't feeling very well. And on the Thursday I thought, well, fuck it. I doped myself up and I still felt like shit and I went to work. And this was like 8:30 in the morning. And I thought, well, my eyes were streaming. I looked like I'd been punched because like my eyes were all puffy and my eyes were watering. I couldn't stop sneezing. My nose was just literally dripping every 2 seconds. I was having to keep wiping my nose and I was sneezing all over
Too much information.
I know. And I was sneezing all over the customer shopping. I couldn't stop myself. And I could hardly stand up. And I had these kids that was in a queue behind an old lady. And then behind them, there was a couple of other older people. And then they were being gobby and started messing them, knocking all the products off. And I turned around because I was the only one on the kiosk and I couldn't move. And I turned around and I said, "Oi," I said, "either pack it in or get out." I said, "and don't flipping decide to gob off back." I said, "because I'll ban your ass and I'll do it now." And the customers, they were agreeing with me. Anyway, I started serving them because they was all still giving me a bit of shit like. And I turned around and I said, "Look," I said, "no offence, mate." I said, "I might look like shit. I feel a lot worse than I fucking look." I said, "if you don't like it," I said, "fuck off." And they turned around and they said, "God, I'm going to complain about you." I turned around and said, "I don't give a rat's ass." I says, the only thing they'll do with me is just send me home because I'm high rate and I feel like shit. I says, your fault. I says, you're the one that's going to get banned and not fucking come in here again. When you only live right over the fucking road. I said, it ain't going to be my job. I said, it's going to be your loss.
You mad, bro?
And anyway, 2 days later, my manager came in and she looked at me. She goes, oh, Vicky. And then she started laughing and I goes, what the fuck? She goes, can I have a word? So I followed her into the office. She goes, you've been put on spotted. I says, what's that? And then she told me what it was. And then she says, what was the matter? I said, oh, man. I said, no offence. Like, I says, but Mandy, I says, I was really ill. She goes, I know you were ill because Jane told me. She goes, that's why you had to go home early. I says, that's why. I says, and these kids, I says, they were just really pissing me off. I said, and they were gobbing off in front of my customers. I said, there was an old lady. I says, and they didn't like it, so I was doing it for the sake of the customers. I says, and my attitude did stink towards them. I says, but no offence. I says, but if you'd have felt the way I felt, you'd have done exactly the same. She goes, I wouldn't. She goes, I'd just fucking hit them and drag them out by their hair. And that was it. I never got told off or fuck all, but she says, all I can do, she goes, no matter how shit you feel, she goes, just try and smile. I said, Mandy, I said, I had face ache galore. I said, it was hurting me to talk. I said, so there's no way in this world I was taking shit off a snotty-nosed little grommet when I was ready for booting their ass.
Yeah.